All right, fellow gamers, this is Games Gone back one more time to wrap up E3 2018.
Woohoo!
I'm Larry, just to get it out of the way.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Kevin.
Okay, and for this podcast, our goal here is we're going to rank the top 3 conferences, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo. Decide, let us know what you think. We're then going to go into our predictions, see who won, who lost. Don't know if I did very well. And then finally, we have come up with a top 5 list of our favorite games of E3 2018, and we actually have to rank them.
Oh, man. This one was hard, but I surprisingly did it pretty quick. Even though I realized...
You did it really quick.
Yeah.
Me and Kevin were sitting in the corner over there just like going
I was like,
through.
I got this, and then I forgot one game. I was like, all right, this one gets bumped off. There we go. We're good.
I mean, to our credit, we were looking at other videos of the PC game show.
That's true. Maybe I've added something to my list. We'll see.
Devolver, yeah.
But, okay, I guess then for starters, Mike, everyone list off the worst conference you thought of the 3.
Sony.
Thanks for that editing moment, Kevin.
Sorry.
And I'm agreeing with Michael. I said Sony was not to say that it was bad. But
We'll go into that.
It was my least favorite.
Worst just sounds so harsh.
Yes, it
but
does.
There got to be a worst.
Nintendo.
Okay, all right.
Ouch.
All right. Okay, so then before we kind of dive into each one here, maybe do you want to just get done with the rankings out of the way?
Yeah, so I think the second best is Xbox, best is Nintendo.
Okay. Wow, me and you are identical. Nintendo I thought did the best. Microsoft was my second. Sony my worst.
You spoiled mine how you announced it. Mine's Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo.
That's why I did that. So, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo. Okay, so we. So
Why do you think Nintendo's the worst? I'm curious about this. Not saying it's a bad. There wasn't a bad conference.
Agreed. But I'm going just I just liked the games more on the other.
Okay, that's a good way. That's your ranking. So content. So your favorite was Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
Which games on? We can't talk about that. Well, overall, so content. You like the content of Microsoft's the best, then Sony, then Nintendo, and
yes,
that's my order was. Content revealed at each one spoke to me the best in that order.
Yeah. See, and I think for me, the thing that I ended up doing the most wasn't even necessarily the games. It was just kind of what they revealed, what they're doing for their audiences. I kind of factored that in too. Because actually, I think with my top 5 games list, like Microsoft, for instance, I don't even know if I have a game from the Microsoft conference on my top 5 list. But I still thought they did really good because they answered exactly what I wanted to hear. There's one game, like if I had a top 6... I would have had Microsoft in there as a game. But anyways, Sony, I think for me, the reason why I said they were the worst, I thought their pacing was a little off. For me personally, the games they announced, I thought they announced a lot of great games.
We already knew most of them.
Exactly. We knew most of
them.
We
knew
80%
ahead
of time.
Yeah, we knew 80%. And that's why I thought it was the worst. There was not as many surprises. You know, those 2 surprises in there were amazing.
To me, I think they had probably the biggest moment for me of the show, though.
I know. That might... Even though this is my ranking, there's not a bad conference. There were some missteps on some, but overall, I like the blend of what Nintendo did of, it wasn't live, but we had Reggie come out, we had Sakurai, and we had, I forgot the guy from Kyoto, Japan, that we went to his office. Mm-hmm. Those 3, that's what I wanted. I like the blend. I don't like how Sony, we had one introduction of Sean Layden, and we didn't see anybody else. Mm-hmm. I like that personal connection with it, but the sizzle reel of how Sony did, I can see why that it in my head it could easily flip being better than Microsoft for me.
See, me, it's interchangeable between Sony and Nintendo, but I'm going just off content that I liked, not necessarily the presentations themselves.
Okay, so. And that's kind of where I'm going definitely too, is more on the presentation. And to me, I can off the top of my head pick out a weak point in both Nintendo and Sony. I thought Microsoft as a whole was more consistent.
Okay.
Agreed.
And for me, the weak point in Nintendo was just the one little... I thought they focused on Smash a little too much and didn't go in-depth. And I thought it was...
Or they went in-depth.
Yeah.
Too in-depth?
Well, but I mean, we still don't know about single player. There's little things that I thought they were going to go more into. And then
So for how long we went in-depth if we didn't get the little questions? Yes. Is that what you're basically...
Well, that and the Pokemon Let's Go, right after... They kind of answer a lot of questions, and I'm instantly now really intrigued about that game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But they didn't show enough during the E3 one.
And that could be their rollout. They kind of did that with Nintendo Treehouse last year, too. So that's just their thing, I guess. Mm-hmm. Get you intrigued enough to maybe stay and watch that. But we're recording podcast episodes, so we can't. We're delayed this one a little bit too long.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's okay. All right, so we'll move on to predictions. So we'll just go through each one that we got right. We're not going to really talk about the ones we got wrong. So, Kevin, gameplay demo of Last of Us 2. That should have been an easy one, but yeah, he was the first one that did that prediction, so you got a full point for that. The next one, Pokemon Red and Blue 2 or a new Pokemon game. That's what I predicted, that it's coming this fall, new Pokemon game, so I get that point because it's not exactly my hype moment was
really, really close to being Red and Blue 2, though, because it's got all the original Pokemon.
When did we do our predictions?
This was before Let's Go was announced.
Okay.
I know.
And
That was our stipulant.
It was also literally a couple days before Fallout 76 was announced, which really killed me.
So then Larry gets a half point for Bethesda Starfield being announced. He did say it was coming this November. That was before 76 was announced, but I'll give you a half point because Starfield was shown.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, in that vein, also said, I'm giving you 1.5 points because you said there'll be a tease for Elder Scrolls 6 at the end of the conference, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So you get that little
scoop,
extra.
what can I say?
Yeah, exactly. And then Doom 2 was announced. I got that point.
Which is good. And I mean, me and Kevin were both adamant. I mean, I didn't say it was like a complete no, but like I was pretty much convinced. I didn't think it was going to happen.
Because of Rage 2, basically.
Yes.
And the weird part is, all of our Bethesda's predictions we got right.
Mm-hmm.
All of us. That's
Well, we love that company, so.
yeah, that's true. And the other Devil May Cry 5, Larry, you predicted that was there. So that was yours. You were the first one. Kevin thought no. I thought yes, but only the person that predicts gets the point.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a full point there. And then, Kevin, you get a half a point for all the DLC characters are in Smash. So minus Goku not being there from the tier list.
He will be.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. So the final breakdown, Kevin wins with 3 points. I got 2. Larry got 1.5. So again, Larry, you're just losing all these games that we play.
I
What do
can't
I
win
win?
games. That's my thing. You might win another seat at the podcast table for a random episode down the line.
Sounds good.
So that was our predictions. That was fun. We will be doing this again next year for sure.
Yeah, and I think we might, for next year, to kind of make sure everyone knows what's going on, we'll let them know the points beforehand.
Yes.
Kind of how the breakdown will go. But I'm really excited about next year.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. And moving on, the most exciting part is the games that are shown at E3. And we picked our top 5, just like we had 5 predictions. We are taking our 5 top games that were shown at E3 this year. Revealed, shown, can be anything. Even if it was revealed before the showing, we knew it was there. That can be on your list. That's okay.
Yes,
Good to know that now.
I think the guest should go first.
What is your? So we're gonna go from
least favorite.
Least favorite, even though obviously it's your favorite because it's on your list.
Oh, okay.
My list, by the way,
So number 5.
into the games that they're all games I'm buying.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy all these games too.
So I thought this
Oh,
was gonna
actually,
be,
one of mine, maybe not. 2 of them, maybe not. But whatever. We'll get there.
Okay.
Let the man speak. I thought this would be my last announcement, but I guess it's my first. Number 5, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ooh.
That is a surprise.
Yeah.
Mr. Never played a Kingdom Hearts game, so
I don't know.
they got you enticed.
It looks awesome.
I'm raising my hand because I just want to ask. We were sitting outside in Michael's lovely living room, and you mentioned you guys are not going to guess this one. Is that the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious.
And are you going to then buy the bundle of...
I'm probably going to, just to somehow figure out that story.
So many hours.
It's just, I love I didn't know if they did this in the previous game, so I have a lot to learn, but like the graphical changes between worlds is insane.
Yeah, I think you usually dawn... and I've barely played one, so I can't really speak as much. Yeah, I'm just not going to open my mouth because I'll probably say something wrong.
It's just like the Frozen world compared to the Pirates of the Caribbean world.
Yeah.
The graphics are
Crazy.
totally different.
Yes.
It
Plus
looks so
there's-
cool.
which is
And the
really
combat looks awesome.
Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story also. I just
And you'll
think it
get to
looks
see
really
your
cool.
boy Sephiroth, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my number 5.
You want me to go? All right.
Yeah, we'll go in order of age, I guess.
It's a random thing, but sure. Tales of Vesperia coming winter. I know it's weird that we're getting the Definite Edition. This is like a 10-year-old game or something like that. I don't know when it came out on the top of my head. I'm guessing 06 or 08. And yeah, I want to play it again.
That'd be like number 7 on my list if I had it. So like it was
It's one of my favorite RPGs I've ever played. So
I loved
yes.
watching it when you played it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me play through it again. Will I beat it right away? I don't know. I don't know if I'll get it day one. I'll probably buy it day one, but I don't know if I will.
You'll buy
sync
it
the-
for your shelf.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll sink the time into it right away. Depends on what else comes around on that year. We just know it's winter. We don't know exact date.
Did we know that it was coming to Switch?
Yes, I just found that out. And
Yeah, just looking up now.
it's I might buy 2 copies, trophies, and then just so I can pop it in on my Switch. Who
Hey,
knows?
help out the developer, man. That's the way to do it. Support.
Exactly. All right, Larry. What's your number 5?
All right. Well, mine, and oddly enough, I just found out about it a little while ago. I heard about it prior. Me and Kevin were watching a video. I'm saying it's by a company called Raw Fury, and it's a game called Sable. And
Interesting.
Yeah.
that art style, it reminds me of it's a
2008.
little bit of Journey, a little bit of like there's a lot going on here, and just the art style, the exploration, it just calls to me. I love games with that kind of art style, so I need to see more of it, but I'm very, very excited about it.
It does look really
And I said
cool.
art style like 4 times right there. So I'm really, really excited about the look.
Yeah.
All right,
that-
you're number 4.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. You can.
well, I just think I want that game to come to console because I don't have
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But
PC
yeah,
that runs it? Yeah.
It is PC exclusive, yeah.
That's okay.
Right now.
Yeah, so that Sable looks really cool. My number 4, Super Mario Party.
Nice.
Yes.
I just can't wait. That's gonna be so fun.
Yes. I mean, I'll say it when it's on my list because it's on my list.
Yeah. my problem is I'm just like I'm worried about throwing Joy-Cons around, getting frustrated.
That's why the goddamn straps.
I might have to continue to. I might have to invest in another set.
That is going to be the perfect game where this is going to be a brother game night game.
Oh, yeah,
And that's,
sure.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
excited about.
anytime game night, like
I know, Jess. As long as the progress is saved and you can just put your Switch in a sleep mode. Oh man,
Get the 3 brothers together with some beer. It's
Oh,
gonna be a fun night.
it's gonna be great.
And into the next day.
Yeah, probably. Number 4 for me is Beyond Good and Evil 2.
ooh,
They didn't show much. It looked a little rough with the pre-alpha, but it still looked fantastic, I think. But the thing I like about this game, this is one of the games on my list. I don't know if I'm gonna buy,
Okay.
but I like how they're partnering with Hit Record. Is that what?
That-
Hit Record.
that's
yeah.
one of my favorite.
I just
aspects.
like this collaboration that you can throw your art in this world that you love. I didn't even play Beyond Good and Evil 2, but I'm just excited
One.
about this game for people and for me. I don't know. It looks cool. And that
Hey.
opening trailer is awesome.
Can I also add in that, like, just because it's 2018 and social media is a cesspool, like the fact that people are piling on saying, "Oh, they're lazy, they don't want to, add
No.
stuff to their own game," like you're just missing the freaking point.
Yeah, this
You
is
really
a really cool collaboration, and Hit Record pays their artists, so it's not like they're taking advantage of them. It's a cool collaboration. I haven't seen any game that's trying this before,
And-
so
how cool is it that, like, let's say you did some art for it since you're the artistic one of the group, you could see your art in the game.
That's
It's
so
forever
awesome.
memorialized.
yeah. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna pick who arts gets
We
in
should
and vet,
like pay an artist to like draw us and then have them load up in the game.
like chibi
And I mean,
versions
hey,
or something.
JGL is just awesome, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So
really
it's
is.
that's my number 4. It's kind of a strange pick in my top 5 because I don't know if I will buy this game, but I'm excited about it.
Okay. Well, I will then go the Nintendo route on mine here and Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Wait,
On
it was
the name
it was called 3 Houses.
I could be wrong, but that's what I thought the name said.
I missed that point, so
One of
who
you guys
knows?
can look that up real quick while I'm talking.
Yeah, go for it.
Look up.
To me, that it has the mixture of story and strategy and just kind of the overarching just like battle system that I like in games. And it's on my Switch. I can play it just, I love the idea of playing a strategy type game in that sense, just on the couch, but not looking, having to worry about the TV. I think it's perfect for me.
It
Yeah.
is 3 houses.
I was like, I
Oh,
thought
that was the name. I must have missed
I
that.
saw it, right?
Is that a tie-in to Morrowind? Something into it.
Telvanni,
On Switch, Morrowind Remastered.
Halalu, and what's
Redoran.
the
Redoran.
Redoran. All right,
Yep.
cool.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, I'm very excited. That's probably my most anticipated Switch game, oddly enough.
Yeah, and my thing is, I'm not a big strategy RPG fan, but this enticed me to at least try it. I've tried the mobile version, and then I've also beaten Mario and Rabbids, so I'm inclined to at least try it, or at least watch you play it and see if I'm excited.
There we go.
What is your number 3, Kevin?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh, I forgot about this game. I don't know.
It looks so good. Like, so good.
This would be like a number 6 or 7 on my list, I think. There's maybe one other game that would hit there, but I am pleasantly surprised. This is the first one I'm like, I might buy this one day one. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll probably wait for reviews a little bit and here and there, but everything they showed about that deep dive into that game spoke to me.
Yeah, I love that it's Spartans
Yep.
Sweet. They have some 300 moments in the trailer and the gameplay demo.
Kicking that person, yeah.
Yeah.
I also like that you can choose between two different characters, male and female. That's really
Cassandra all the
cool
way.
that they're doing that. I'm wondering if the storyline's going to change a little bit based on that fact.
Yeah, I'm
Or,
not sure.
How these characters interact with you.
And it sounded like there was some player agency with choice in this game. I don't
Yeah.
know how
Yeah.
far, but that ripple effect, they kind of mentioned that, so I'm curious how far that goes. If it's even small, it's okay, but I just like the little bit of that.
Okay.
All right, so my number 3 is SOS, or Sea of Solitude.
Yes.
It was the
Yeah.
indie developed game from EA's conference. This was the highlight of the conference for me. I thought it was going to be Anthem, but it's just a little game. I love the art style. I like how the whole game is centered around like sadness, and you turn into a monster, and I don't know. It just looked really cool. So
Yeah, right.
this is the other game on my list. I don't know if I'm going to buy it, but I'm intrigued enough that it's on my list.
My favorite part is it's a new IP, and we need as many of those as possible.
Was it
Exactly.
sadness or loneliness?
Maybe it was
I mean,
loneliness.
it can
It-
be-
I thought it was loneliness, but I mean,
Yeah,
loneliness
you're
and
right.
sadness.
maybe the S is, SOS. I just
Yeah.
spoke to me with sadness.
Yeah, in SOS, I need help. So I love kind of what they're doing with the title. All right, and I keep jumping back and forth whether I want this to be my third or second, but I'm gonna keep it at third for now, and that is the RE2 remake.
Oof.
Gosh, this game.
And I just
can't even contain myself.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm
Yeah.
flabbergasted by how good this game looks.
Yeah.
We just and as a
Lots
point
of words.
as a point of reference, we just watched the second trailer that was
Which I didn't even
released.
know existed. So
And-
in my Sony conference about it being RE4 Overlook, I was right. But now I'm confirmed that it is like that.
I'm not gonna say anything else. I just want to play it, man. And I don't know if I can beat it. I'm terrified. And that was Michael trying out for RE3 zombie noises.
I'm just so excited about this game. I didn't know it was real. I mean, I knew it was real, but I didn't think it was real because we haven't seen anything.
That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
That was a reaction to a third game.
So I'm debating between two now that I just came back my memory of one other one, but I'm going to stick with my original, and that is Seiko? Shadows Die Twice?
I knew this was going to be on your list.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna pick this one.
This speaks to you in every way. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I just need
This is your type of game nowadays.
it's Japanese Bloodborne.
faster pace, more mobility of Bloodborne. And
Yeah.
you were god tier in Bloodborne compared to me, which is dethroning me. But I thought I was the good one at these type of games. But it's okay. And yeah,
I can't wait. Looks amazing.
I love seeing how into these type of games you've gotten into, and I never would have suspected you'd be this good at a game like this, but you are. Like, yeah.
well, thank you. I think I saw a moment in that trailer that looked like Bloodborne, the last battle of, I always forget his name, Gurnum?
Gurnam.
And that is one of my favorite boss battles ever in a game. And oh my gosh, this game didn't make it on my list, but this is probably like number 9 or 10. I don't know. There's a lot of good
There's
games
a
that were
lot
shown,
of good
which
games.
is
Yeah.
that is the one thing I'm learning about this E3. It wasn't exactly paced, or they didn't show some standouts, but they did show standouts at the same time. It's just not the ones I expected.
I'm really
and that's
worried
okay.
about my wallet this fall.
Yeah.
This
Actually, from like August to, or even
August
'cause I
to
got- 'cause
March.
I got Mario Aces here coming up, but like
oh yeah, that's right.
until February.
March maybe.
March,
There was
okay,
one
yeah.
game in March and I can't remember which one it was, but that's okay. So that was your number 3.
Number 2.
Number 2. Oh yeah, we're number 2. Number 2, Super Mario Party for me.
Yeah.
There's a thing with gaming. If I'm going to be gaming with other people, that's some of my favorite moments, and that's what Mario Party is, and that's just us playing when we were kids. And so this game speaks to me in that regard. Got the board back in the right way. Looks beautiful. I just want it. I just want it now. October
Yeah.
5th. I did not think this was coming, so this is a big surprise to me.
I can't wait to see how many mini games there are.
Yep. I was super bummed when the top 100 didn't come to Switch,
Mhm.
but knowing that this is in the pipeline, I'm okay. I'm
Mhm.
totally okay.
And the fact that it's been made for the Switch. You
Yeah,
can
and
tell,
how
like,
easily it's going to be to give somebody a little Joy-Con. You don't need like
Mhm.
super precise controls for these type of games. It's a mini game, and
Mhm.
I just love it. I just want it really now. I'm so excited.
Okay, my number 2, I'm gonna go with. It's from Coffee Stain Studios. You may know them as the Goat Simulator, is the game they made, but Satisfactory. And
That looked cool.
this is more of like a shout out to like my buddy Ryan. He's he already wants to play with me, and we're so excited about this game. It's the type of game that you need to be into something that's very monotonous, and you're building a factory. You're trying to build something that's as productive as possible, but they've added. It has like a No Man's Sky feel to it. Supposedly they're advertising. A lot of people are talking about it has like an Undertale. There's some other stuff in there. Ooh. It has Ark in there, obviously Factorio. But yeah, I can't wait for it. I'm excited. It's I think it's closed beta right now, so we got a little while yet, but we'll see.
It did look really cool.
Yep. Yeah, you may have watched the trailer because we didn't watch that conference, but it looked fun.
This is my only chance I'll get this because my last one is in PC. But shout out to Day 9, Sean Plott. He did a fantastic job at the PC gaming show.
Sweet, good job. So did Andrea Nay for the EA.
Yes.
Even though that was like one of the worst conferences, but she did awesome, and it wasn't her fault that it was bad.
Yes, agreed. Kevin, numero number 1.
I couldn't get that out.
Numero uno.
I was trying to say numero, but
do I even need to say it?
Last of Us 2?
I have
Last
a
of Us
feeling.
2.
Yeah, I
Like,
did.
Isn't that all of ours?
Nope.
No.
Wow. Okay.
I knew you were gonna be different. Not do it. I couldn't not put it at number 1 for me because again, my heavy breathing. Apparently, I'm really into it.
It's just.
This is the thing. This game. This would have been number 1 if I didn't know it was coming.
Yeah,
that would be my thing.
That's a good point.
It's that good that I knew it was coming. It's still number 1.
It is impeccable. This is probably 6 on my list. It's hard for me to say like SOS would be on this list because I know Last of Us is going to be just god tier good, but Holy Old Allfather style.
Nothing else like when I was watching all the conferences, nothing
made me feel.
Nothing grabs you like the way Last of Us grabs you.
The way I felt in that watching that how tense it was. Nothing felt that way except for one other game, which is my number 1. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit unless you want to say more.
Is that number 1 for you too?
It's my number 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, mine's Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yep.
Okay.
I kind of
I
figured that was
can't
on there.
control myself with this game. I don't know what it is. I
You know, the thing that's insane too is like we talk about like look how many Sony games we had on there, and we said their conference was.
Well, I'm looking at my list. Where'd it go?
I had 2 PC, 2 Sony, and 1 Nintendo.
Yep. So I had Microsoft gave me the Tales. Beyond Good and Evil 2 was Ubisoft. SOS was EA, Nintendo, and Sony. And I ranked Microsoft as better than Sony, but that was the one surprise. And if they didn't have that surprise, then Sony would have left in the dust. I just like that it was a surprise. I like my surprises. So I don't know what I just kick something off. I'm just moving around too much.
You're excited, man.
I don't know why I bookended my list with games I've played before. Tales of Vesperia I've played before. I'm getting definite into Resident Evil 2 I've beat numerous times on N64 and PlayStation. And I'm still
it looks amazing.
It looks unbelievable. So,
but Last of Us 2 for part 2 is impeccable too.
Nothing holds a candle to it. I'm like,
it is amazing.
It's on another level.
I know, that's my thing. Like everything they're doing with that game is on another level, and I just can't.
The original Last of Us was on another level. Like,
yeah.
It's okay if you as in listeners are not excited for this game. I don't like that people are like, oh, I tried Last of Us and it was boring to them. You can still like I've liked games, but I can still see where they are praised for, and you have to give this game praise already.
You have to. Perfect example of that for me would be the Spider-Man game. I can understand
how
fantastic it looks. I just am not interested in it. I did want to throw one thing. One game that you were most curious about, or you need to see more of it, that came from the show.
Probably that Ghost of Tsushima game, and maybe Anthem. I'm intrigued by Anthem, but the way they presented that game was terrible. I just gotta say that. But
that's a game I thought for sure was gonna be in my top 3, and it's not even on my list with how bad the presentation was.
Do you have a specific game, or is?
I have 2.
Elder Scrolls 6.
No,
I have 2. Dying Light 2 and Death Stranding.
I absolutely forgot about Dying
Light
2.
That's when I was gonna say like on my top 2. That
Dying one just chimed in.
Was,
this EA or not EA E3 gave us a lot of surprises, and you hype yourself up about, like, when we were talking about our predictions. We didn't see Splinter Cell. We didn't see Final Fantasy VII Remake. We didn't see Final Fantasy 16, which I think they should announce by now. Alan Wake 2. Where is my Yoshi? I have no idea. But
that's a big omission.
Or Bioshock or your Play Dead. But even with that,
Play Dead, what the heck? I want it.
but even with that, the amount of surprises I got to see made this a good E3.
Yeah, it was a really good E3.
Some of the conferences are weird, but
They're weird, but the content themselves, the presentation, like I said, was not great, but the content within the
got
conferences
good
is
games.
amazing.
and we got a lot of new IPs.
Yeah.
And we got remakes of old IPs.
And just so I don't feel depressed and you guys forget about me, I'll answer my own question since no one's asking it to me, and I'll say Fallout 76 for me. It's a game that I need to see more. I'm most curious,
Even though we got a pretty deep dive in that one too.
But that maybe answers. That actually asks a lot of questions. Is I saw a lot of it, but I still have questions, and maybe that's a lot of what a lot of people think. I have a feeling it could be a very fun game, but I need to see more.
Shout out to Rage 2. That looks awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we were
I
kind
could do a list of shout outs to games, but
E3 2018, man. It
was
a
a lot of fun.
It was a weird ride, but man, was it fun.
Agreed.
I'm happy we got to do this together.
Yeah.
We'll do it next year, of course. Of course. And until then, if you like this, subscribe, download it, share it with your friends. We are Games Gone, and we'll catch you next year for E3. But plenty of other content coming along. This is our side content. Adios.